Welcome back to the cord cutting today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, the slow death of DVDs and Blu-rays. You'd be shocked at how few people still use them. We have a new survey result that shows them. As revenue plummets from DVDs and Blu-rays, it's increasingly stores and even fewer movies are even coming out on the physical media anymore. We'll tell you everything happening there in a second. But also, Fubo may owe you some money if you were a Fubo customer. We'll tell you how much they're paying out and how you can claim it if you qualify. And ESPN is in talks with Roku, Walmart, and cell phone providers like Verizon, T-Mobile, and more. This is all for their new streaming service. We'll tell you what they're doing and what this could mean for you in a quick second. These stories and more coming right up. You can always find a link in the show notes and in the first pinned comment to each story we talk about there, so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. With that said, let's dive into it. DVDs and Blu-rays sales have been falling slowly. Best Buy doesn't sell them for the most part. They pretty much got rid of their main sections, though sometimes you find little end caps or small displays of them. Target now only offers DVDs, Blu-rays for big titles and seasonally, like holidays, with that. So increasingly they're becoming harder to find. And with this, we surveyed our readers. Over 1,400 of you told us what you use DVDs and Blu-rays for, and less than 30% of you now. It's fallen below 30%, which is 29% of you still using DVDs and Blu-rays. This comes as in 2025, the physical media from DVDs and Blu-rays accounted for $14 billion in revenue. Well, that's now fallen to less than $1 billion in 2024. Increasingly, fewer and fewer people are buying physical media, resulting in these big numbers. So, question to you. Do you still buy new? Now, let's not talk used, because used doesn't really entice movie manufacturers and TV shows to still release their content there. Do you still go into a Walmart or Amazon, and, for example, and buy a brand new from the retailer disc? Let me know. I still have a collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. I'll be honest, I don't watch them like I used to. Increasingly, I just stream what I want. It has to be something I really want to watch over and over again for me to even think about getting physical media. I'd love to know from you. Do you still use it or not? Increasingly, fewer shows, fewer movies are being put out on physical media, though it still happens. We even see some major streaming hits end up on physical media also. For how long is the big question that? So we'll keep an eye on it. All right, Fubo is paying out over $3.4 million to settle a lawsuit that they mishandled customers' personal data on this. Now, this is not an admission of guilt, but they have settled it. Fubo declined to comment when we reached out for comment from them. But if you had a Fubo account on or before May 29th, 2025, you may be eligible for this. Now, you have to be in the United States or its territories while accessing Fubo streaming service. Remember, Fubo is available in other countries. This is for U.S. customers only. And you are able to log in. Now, you should have received an email. Check your spam. Some people said these came in spam last week. Starting around July 1st through the 4th, seems that these emails went out. In there's a link and a code. Now, we have information here how you can find it, even if you didn't get that email down below. But you really need that email in order to claim it. If you didn't get the email, you may not be eligible to claim any monies here. Now, you have to opt out by August 28th if you don't want this. The claim submission deadline, if you want to make a claim here, is September 12th, 2025. And the final approval hearing. So you submit a claim, then they take how many people claim, how much the cost of everything was, go to the court on October 6th, 2025, and payouts will be distributed within 60 days thereafter. So roughly around the end of this year, you should get your money, or give or take a little bit. If you want to find out if you're eligible, again, check your email. We got some details in the story, and you can check out the website with details on it. But you're probably not making out a lot of money on this, but hey, a little bit here, a little bit there doesn't hurt. Could get enough for a nice coffee or maybe even a meal out, depending on how many people make a claim for this. Details in the show notes down below if you want to learn more. But basically, Fubo says has settled a case that said that they were mishandling and not properly controlling your data. Doesn't necessarily mean they admit fault, just that they agreed to settle it and be done with it. A lot of times companies see this as cheaper than paying lawyers to fight it and try to win it in court when you don't know how that's going to play out in the long run. So keep that in mind. All right, ESPN in maybe a few short weeks between now and the start of football season, which is only a few weeks away if you really think about it, is launching a new streaming service that will give you access to ESPN channels and ESPN content at ABC along with some other stuff. Now with it, according to a report from Awful Announcing, they have acquired internal ESPN documents that show ESPN's in talks with Roku, Walmart, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, and others. Now, big break here. Be interested to see what happens, but maybe the Charter deal is an example. According to this documents, ESPN's new streaming service will also be bundled in with Charter TV customers, which seems a little weird because this is just content you're already getting from your Charter TV bundle for the most part. Some new features like AI-generated Sports Center updates and more with it, but not a lot new here if you already have a cable package. What I think happening here is they're looking for distribution. Yes, they're talking to Roku. That does not necessarily mean it's going to be available free with Roku. They could be working out like an ad revenue share for ads through Roku. They could also be working out a deal to maybe let you subscribe to it through the Roku channel or subscribe to it through the Roku system. We can also see things as simple as maybe an extended free trial. If you're a Roku customer, you get an extended 60-day free trial of the service instead of a 30-day, for example. I expect something similar with Walmart Plus. Well, it is possible that Walmart Plus would offer you free ESPN through this new streaming service. I think it's more likely you're probably going to end up with a, hey, if you're a Walmart Plus customer, get 3 months free service through it, or a similar deal. Keep an eye on it. Disney has made it very clear that they intend to offer discounted low-cost offerings for this. How that plays out and bundle deals and other options for this, we'll wait and see. Disney's been very aggressive with bundles on its other streaming services recently, even bundling with third-party distributors like ESPN bundled with Max. Maybe it's a possibility, like you see Disney Plus bundled with Max, for example. We'll wait and see how this plays out, but for now, ESPN is in aggressive talks as recent as a few weeks ago with all these different companies. Again, it doesn't mean you're going to be free. It could be as simple as an extended free trial or just working out terms on advertising and more through Roku. We'll keep an eye on this. All right, Prime Day starts today. We got some deals I'm going to cover real quick, some early looks here. A lot more deals over at corecarsnews.com. A lot of good cord cutting deals, including the new Google TV streamer for just $84. Now, this is the newest version of the Google TV stream player from Google, formerly Google Chromecast with Google TV, now called the Google TV streamer. $84. Somebody correct me. I'm just trying to remember. Is that the lowest price ever? I think it may be. If not, it's one of the lowest ever. Check it out. It's a pretty powerful stream player. But Roku also has some deals, and these are the lowest prices ever. You can get the Roku Ultra for the 2025 model to be or 2024 model to be clear, the most current model, for just $69. Good deal. The 2025 new Roku Stick, so the Roku Stick HD and the Roku Stick Plus with the 4K on it, are both at their lowest prices ever, starting off at $19.99 and $29.99 for the 4K version. Pretty good deals. These are the 2025 Roku Sticks with that. Check it out. Lowest price ever. We're going to have a lot more deals over at corecarsnews.com, but I got one more here. You know, I'm a big fan of antennas. I really think more people should take advantage of an antenna as a way to access free TV over there. I get over 50 channels with it. Well, the Tableau DVR is also at its lowest price ever. For just $59.95, you can get a 2-tuner DVR, which allows you to watch up and record up to 2 programs at once. Lowest price ever this has ever been at. No monthly subscription. Pretty nice offering to record your antenna. Like I said, I get over 50 channels where I live, and I use a DVR like this in order to record a wide, and I do mean a wide range of programs. Love it. Check out link in the show notes if you want to learn more. Hey, we're going to have a lot of content over the next few days on deals. Prime Day's coming. We'll be covering the best ones, trying to help you save some money. But also, I just posted a review of the new Roku Pro Series TV. These are the highest end Roku TVs. Now, I had a TCL 6 Series, the 2019 one, which at the time was the most powerful and high-end Roku TV on the market. I'll tell you, this new 2025 Pro Series from Roku blew it out of the water. Noticeably faster, better picture, better sound. Link in the show notes if you want to check out that review I did on YouTube, or you can just click on the Core Cars News name here on YouTube and check out my recent videos, so find it there. Check it out. If you own a Roku, you've been thinking about upgrading or getting a new one, this is one of the highest end Roku TVs sold on the market right now. QLED, mini LED also. It's pretty nice. Well, until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.